Alright, I'm going to try doing a little bit of an antifreeze flush, system flush here. So, anyway, I've got an American version of one of these. So right back in underneath all this good stuff, there is a little screw, plastic, whatever, it sticks in the bottom of the radiator. And, oh boy, can you see it? Yeah, it's right there behind my fingers. So it's not too hard to get to. It is hard to get to it, and keep your bucket there at the same time. But it is starting to ooze, and that doesn't really look much like antifreeze, does it? Yeah, this is definitely something that needs to be done. But at least there's something still in there. But this is probably not a proper jack point, and I don't have very little weight taken off. Okay, it's not supposed to be leaking water right there, which means there's a crack right there. And sure enough, if you go like this with this pipe here, check this out. Doink, 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 doink. Okay. That's not supposed to be like that, so I've got to figure out what the hell's going on there and fix it. Okay, so anyway, I took everything out of the car. This is going to be the piece that I pulled out the other day. This is the other piece that came out. And it was all, well, I mean, it's tied to the hose at this end and tied to a hose at that end. But in between, it's held in place with this little P-clamp. And, you know, I've got a couple of these here and there. But it failed. We've got hunks of plastic that's just corroded off of it right there. And, of course, this is all kind of rusty on the backside. And, you know, it's like, this is right where the clamp is. Literally the bottom of it right there. So it failed inside the clamp. All that corrosion occurred down right where the clamp is. And I'm just thinking, you know, it's like the rubber failed. And it allowed this piece of metal to touch that piece of metal. And you get a little bimetallic corrosion. And then you get a pinhole, and then all of a sudden you've got bimetallic plus water leaking out at the same time, and you get a massive failure like that. And you know, I'll have to throw in here a little tiny shot from when I brought the car home, and there was a little bit of corrosion sitting on the floor underneath the car, and I was like, hey, I wonder what happened right there. Not much of an adventure. Not entirely sure what this is. Rust? Looks like rust. I mean, I didn't see any rust under the car when I was looking at it. And it sits, that spot where the corrosion was, sits directly underneath where this failure would have been. So, yeah, but anyway, I need to get the car running. That doesn't mean drivable, but I need to be able to get it warmed up so that I can flush out the cooling system. And get it to the point where I can at least drive it up and down the driveway. I don't have full access to my garage. Every time I want to go into my attic, I've got to shove the car out of the way. And oh, it's not a huge car, but it's not like shoving a VW Beetle up and down the drive. So the Beetles are easy, the Lotus is not. But anyway, that's where I am. I think I'm just going to create a replacement for this out of copper, and just because it's easy. And then I'll get back to this thing. I'll come up with something for this later on. But I believe that I can still get this part. I can't get it in the United States, I don't think. But I think there's somebody over there in Europe can get it. But we will see.